Good morning, morning breathers. We're here. You know, their old adage is better late than never.
We've been testing that theory.
And we've been pushing that, and we really pushed it today. But we don't know. The technology gods have been against us here of late. And we went to sign on this morning, and the password didn't work.
And then we got locked out.
So we had to call in from powers above to say, I don't know, fix this damn thing.
Help.
So here we are, a little bit late, but here, regardless.
We're here.
After a long weekend. We've got producer Nick with us this morning.
Good morning.
Who is looking very dapper, Matt.
Yes.
With
I know. He's got the tie
a
going.
dress shirt on and a tie, for Christ's sakes. I don't wear a tie.
I don't
think I ever wore a tie.
Yeah, I don't think my neck is conducive to a tie.
So I did see that you got the green memo. Can people see you?
No camera.
No camera. You spent time putting that thing together and didn't do anything. So trust me, he's got a green tie on.
Got a green tie.
Matt did not get the green memo. Good morning, boss man Matt.
What's up? I got the memo. I just ignored
didn't care.
it. Yeah, whatever. I'm wearing this today. This is what's happening today.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, and yeah.
And we're going to have a full week, as long as all the equipment cooperates.
No.
We're going to have a full week.
God willing, the creeks don't rise, right?
Yes, indeed. The Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, the just of us this morning, just us three,
Just us three.
is we're sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie, and all of our local Hy-Vees. So you had a family outing this week.
Did
This
went
last
to
weekend.
Western Iowa, way over there by Harlan and Denison, and over there. I haven't spent a lot of time in Western Iowa, so it's I don't know. Didn't get out where the flooding was. But
Yeah, well, it's all got to come downstream.
it's
doesn't it?
yeah. We were.
So was
we were
it
good.
gone?
Well, we didn't see any flooding. They had a little bit of water standing in a couple fields, but nothing too big. But so over in Western Iowa for long 4th of July, I have a niece that graduated. They live in Seattle, and but his family, her dad's family, is from Western Iowa. So she wanted to have a graduation party back here,
I'll be done.
and so we all went. We all trekked over there and spent 4 days, and
It's way closer than Seattle.
it is way closer than Seattle.
Have you been to Seattle?
I have not.
That was a place that I was going to on a convention one time,
Sure.
and I was not even looking forward to it. I just didn't want to go.
Right.
I mean, the convention was fine. Seattle was like, I don't know, just didn't trip my trigger. Got there and loved it. Cool city.
Yeah, they live. My wife's been there. My daughters have all been there, and they live in a suburb at Woodinville or something. He works for Microsoft.
Yeah,
And
there's
so-
all kinds of big stuff
Yeah.
out there.
So they say it's really nice.
It is. I toured the Boeing plant,
Yeah.
which is a drive from Seattle, but we stayed right downtown Seattle. There's ghost tours and stuff underground. It's really
that's cool.
There's some cool history there.
Well, we went over there and we ended up staying at a Verbo, I think, in Dunlap, Iowa, which I'd never even heard of, but
I
it was
never
a pretty
heard of
little
that.
place.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You had the whole family in one big house.
Whole family in one big house, and it was all good.
Did you have just 1.5 baths in that big house?
We had two baths. It's all good. It all worked out. And it was that we were not on, the party was on Saturday at 3. So we had plenty of time everybody got time to do what they had to do, and it was all good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Did you do a bunch of cook? Did you do any cooking?
We grilled on Friday
It's like a big
or
breakfast.
Thursday.
That's what I always imagine.
And yeah, my wife threw together, a biscuit and gravy casserole thing.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
But, going back to our conversation last week about the Mount Rushmore food. So I brought that up
Oh.
a couple times too.
Yeah.
And, everybody kind of settles on the sweet corn or breaded pork tenderloin. Those are pretty obvious. Then we go to all kinds of different directions. But over the course of the weekend, I did have a pork tenderloin. I did have sweet corn. I did have scotcheroos, which were brought up.
Oh yeah.
No green bean casserole.
No beans. It's kind of twice a year thing.
Yeah. So
You just don't make that every week.
yeah. But anyway, I brought up Made Right. I think we talked about
Made
that.
Right should be there,
That
I
was
think.
brought up a little bit. We didn't have a Made Right, but anyway, it was a good topic of conversation all weekend.
That was a good one. I don't remember. Seems so long ago.
No, like last Tuesday.
Yeah. But were we off? we were off another day.
Well, you're here Wednesday.
Okay.
We talked about firework names on Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get. It was a long time ago.
It was. Yeah.
What about you, Nick? I think you did a little scouting about and did some fireworks shows.
Went to 4 different fireworks shows. Started
Count them,
Wednesday
people.
night.
4.
So
Go ahead.
see, Wednesday night I went to Richmond. Thursday I went to
That's their
Coralville.
That's their big town celebration over there.
Richmond,
isn't it?
not Richland.
Yeah, not Richland, Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday was Coralville. Friday night was Sperry. And then Saturday
Sperry.
was Conesville.
Sperry. How do you get to
Conesville.
Sperry?
Copic.
Copic.
How do you get to Sperry?
Yeah.
It's down by the river.
It's between
isn't it?
Grandview and Burlington.
I just knew it was south of here. I didn't know where. I've heard of it.
It's a little bit past
Between Grandview and Burlington. So, is it on the river?
Minneapolis. No, not on the river.
All right. I haven't heard of Sperry. Anything stick out? Which one was the favorite?
Probably Coralville.
Copic?
Copic was pretty good too.
How do you? Copic does pretty good.
I've never been to Copics.
Well, I didn't go this year.
Sat
I
around
just
the
went to
bridge.
Hills.
right
Yeah.
of the river and they shut
You
them off
could
right there.
canoe down that thing.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Jump in.
Jimmy wants to make sure we all got our fingers and toes. As far as I know, we do.
Yeah, I didn't light anything off, Jimmy. I just watch the kids anymore.
Yeah, I about got shot. They were we're on a farm where the party was, and I don't know, something happened with one of the fireworks. We were what seemed like a safe distance away, but we were still, the wind was blowing just right anyway, so we were getting shrapnel all night. Little chunks of cardboard flying everywhere, but that's whatever. But like one of the last ones, it was sitting there quite a distance, and all of a sudden I didn't see it coming. I was talking to people, and all of a sudden, like, it couldn't have been 5 foot away. This thing, I look, and there's a bright light, and it blew up like right at ground level, about 5 foot away from me. And I'm like, oh crap! Everybody's like, "You all right?" It's like, "Yeah, it's all good." Anyway, after it cooled down, one of the things shot out the side of the fireworks container.
Oh, really?
So it was one that had multiple shots, and one of them went out the side and came right at us.
You got it. There's just a lot that can go wrong.
Yeah, there is a lot
It's
that
a
can go
wonder. There's a lot of. I'm sure there's people in paramedics and ambulances listening to this, and
Yeah,
I'm sure they were kept busy.
yeah, I'm sure.
But of all the people that blow off stuff, most of us do okay.
I told you I was gone a weekend, so I didn't get the show rundown. So I was trying to think of a topic for today, and the first thing I typed in to look for was firework accidents, and I actually type in funny firework accidents, and they're really not funny.
Nothing's funny about
but
It's all fun and games till somebody loses a finger.
the ones that came up were pretty morbid. So I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, let's not do that. Yeah.
That'll teach you.
I think somebody shot one off their head, and it did not go well.
That would not.
Yeah.
I was at Hills. My daughter threw a little party, and so all the kids were over at Hills, and they throw a nice show. They did that on the 4th on Thursday. So I don't know where they get that. I don't know what they spend on that. What their budget is.
Well,
Curious.
where we were, is it for the city or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet it's 20,000.
Yeah. Where we were in Dunlop, there's a valley, but there's houses, and so people are shooting fireworks off before the city fireworks. Mm-hmm. And the people right down the hill from us put on one hell of a show, and they started like 4:00 in the afternoon with small stuff and got bigger. They had to have spent $10,000 on fireworks.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I didn't get to see Washington's because
Yeah.
that was the same night I was at
Hills.
my daughter's, but I don't know if there is any reports how Washington, Mount Pleasant, and Fairfield did.
I heard
Because I
Washington.
think they all did probably have their own shows. You heard what, Nick?
I heard Washington's was pretty good.
No. I don't know anything. I just haven't heard anything. Because I kind of just shut down this weekend.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about, right?
Spent a lot of time golfing Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Yesterday, didn't do a lot.
I spent a lot of time driving.
Watched a little John Deere Classic.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Jeannie's checking in this morning. She says, good morning. Cindy says, good morning. I work the 4th so others could play. I'm old and know little, so it just makes sense to let the families enjoy. Well, thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. Jeannie, good morning. And James, I haven't seen you in a while.
But next time you see him, you'll still have all your fingers and toes.
I will have all my fingers and toes. I am going to a baseball game tomorrow at the Quad Cities.
The minor leagues?
Yeah,
Those are fun.
yeah. I've never been over there.
Have you been to the Iowa Cubs in Des Moines?
Yeah, but a long, long time ago.
Yeah, we went last summer. It's just a nice summer day. I don't care about the Iowa Cubs necessarily. Although my brother-in-law works there, so maybe I do care.
He cares.
But he cares a lot.
Brother-in-law. You should see him. He cares.
But I don't know the players. But a nice summer night and sit and watch a baseball game, can't beat it.
Yeah, I'm going with the. I'm in the Shrine, and
Yep.
we've got a suite, so
Oh, nice.
there should be some food and beverage, and I'm going to take a few guys over in the long car.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it should be fun. Nick, let's. Should we take a little break?
We can go for a little break if you
All
want.
right, we'll be back just directly.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Great food from the North Village or the Log Village. Plus, learn how to square dance over at the dance bar. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 29th through September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Back to Morning Breath. Morning Breathers. It seems like we haven't talked in a while.
We haven't.
It was last Wednesday was our last show. But I think Tim needed a break.
Yeah. I think maybe we all could use a few days.
So now we're back.
Jeff checked in, Jeff Hager, and Jeff, you live in Arkansas, and I think I saw that the hurricane came on ground this morning in Texas.
Oh, okay.
And
It's working its way up.
It's
though.
working its way up, but I think I saw a track where it goes through Arkansas. Or, I mean, I don't know how much of it will be left by then, but
Yeah, I don't know either. Jeff, you probably have a better idea than we do.
yeah, he's probably paying attention since it's kind of heading that direction.
I heard it's going to hit Duluth too. That's what I heard. Because Duluth is now in our brain. Duluth is on hurricane watch.
I didn't hear anybody talk about Duluth, but I did hear somebody this weekend. But I did hear somebody say, "Yeah, we're planning a trip up the river," and I thought, "Here it comes. It's going to be Duluth." But
Yep. I told you that one of my favorite islands is in the Caribbean, and the hurricane went right through it, right honking through it. And I have sent messages to a couple of, I'm going to call them friends, although we don't talk monthly or yearly or anything like that. But they were our good friends when we were there, and have talked occasionally throughout the years, but yet to hear back.
Ooh.
So I'm certain that their power and everything is down. But I hope to hear from them.
well, they say it was
Someday.
the strongest, earliest,
strongest.
something like that.
Yep. That's all. That's all we're going to talk about.
That's it. Hurricane.
We had a hurricane. and it took a way different route than they normally do. You know, normally they go up north of Puerto Rico and stuff like that. But
Well, I just know it got to Texas. Jeff says we're under a flood watch, but where I am will be west of the current track.
perfect.
Yeah, that's
That's right where you ought to be. Then
not
Jeff.
in the current track.
You know, this is a little bit off kilter, but I know the Washington County Fair is starting next Sunday. I think is its official start date.
Yep.
But I had a friend call and say, "Hey, can you talk about this?" So I'm just going to talk about it briefly. There's then they've never done it before. They're having a live band on Saturday to kick off the fair.
Okay.
Maybe you've already seen it. But they're having a free concert. His name is Eli Alger. I don't know. Some dude, some country dude, I guess. I don't know. But it's a free concert at the fairgrounds on July 13th. I do not have a time.
We'll get that rounded up. It'll be in set for the day before we're done.
Oh, it is?
No, but it will be this week. We'll make sure we get it rounded up.
Yeah, I don't know what time, but there will be beverages of every nature, all kinds of natures,
There you go.
and some, I think, food available. So weather good, it should be. I think that's a great venue.
Oh yeah.
That bandstand area for a band. So I think that is going to happen on Saturday to kick off the fair.
I spent some time growing up in Monticello in Jones County. And so that's a huge fair.
That's a big one.
And they bring in they bring in Keith Urban and Carrie Underwood and big time people,
Yeah.
right? So they always try to do a rock night also. So they do country, which, I like country, but it's appropriate for the fair. And they've had Toby Keith and all these people. But then they always try to bring in this rock band. So one year, a couple years ago, they had Kid Rock.
Oh,
They
yeah.
also had Pitbull. But anyway, Kid Rock was on there.
It wasn't that long ago, was that?
No, it wasn't.
Pitbull was there.
Yeah, Pitbull was there not too long ago, but Kid Rock was there, and Kid Rock gets on stage, and of course, it's Kid Rock. Everybody knows it's Kid Rock, but there's 25,000 people on this fairgrounds, and he gets up there, and like one of the first things he said is, "Well, they told me I'm at a county fair, so I'm not supposed to swear and supposed to tame down a little bit," and he goes, first thing he says is, "Well, F that," and then he just went off.
There we
And it's
go.
just like he's like, "Nope, I'm Kid Rock, man."
He is Kid Rock, plain and simple.
Kid effing Rock.
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's stay on track.
Okay.
Let's stay on track. We will take another break and we'll be back and get set for the day.
Sounds good.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Welcome back to Morning Breath. I'm your host, Tim Elliott, joined in studio by Boss Man Matt.
What's up?
Producer Nick.
I got a
Good
camera.
morning.
Nick, I haven't come up with a name for you yet, but it'll happen.
It's got to happen organically.
One day. It'll just happen. It'll come out my mouth. And that'll be you from then on.
And then you're stuck.
That's it. That's what people will know you as. Okay, let's get set for the day, shall we, Matt?
Set for the day, time 7:44 a.m. It is July the 8th. The temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington is a balmy 68. I just trying to use descriptive words better.
That's a nice word.
I don't think balmy describes 68, but we're going to go with it anyway.
It was pleasant.
It was pleasant. A pleasant 68 across the board. A mix of clouds and
words matter, Nick.
Yeah, they do. A mix of clouds on Sunday day and partly cloudy tonight. A high of 83 and a low of 63.
Cameras matter too, Nick. Just so you know.
Things to do. Fairfield area tomorrow at the Fairfield Public Library is the Eulen Siegel puppets. Well, I'm going to go with that. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Eulen Siegel puppets presentation of In the Mirror.
That was all one word, that Eulen Siegel.
Eulen Siegel. Yeah. So they're presenting In the Mirror beginning at 10 a.m. Mount Pleasant, the Mount Pleasant baseball team takes on Davenport Central tonight at Maple Leaf Athletic Complex.
That's surely not a playoff game or anything.
Nope, not yet. I looked them up. The softball starts on the 11th, which I think is Thursday, and baseball starts on the 12th. So
I don't know. These kids don't have time for anything.
Yeah. In Washington area, Acting Up Theater Camp with kids age 7 to 12 is going on this week, so you can't get into it because it's already started. But they will cap off with a performance of the 33 Little Pigs on Friday at the Washington Performing Arts Center at 6 p.m.
That sounds a little different than what I remember.
33 Little Pigs.
Wasn't it 3 Little Pigs?
It was. It sounds like the wolf has got his work cut out for him.
This is a new generation.
I think they can overpower him. This day in history, in 2011, the Space Shuttle Atlantis was launched, and that is significant because it was the last space shuttle mission. Mm-hmm. That was a huge deal for a long time.
It was incredible.
It was.
And now they're talking. I have to say this. They've had, was it a year? Down at Houston, they've simulated people living on Mars, or I think it was living in Mars. I don't know how they did it, but they had the 1,700 square foot room, and these people have been isolated for the last year or over a year, and they just came out of that room.
Wow. Isn't it one of the problems that takes years to get there?
9 months. 6 months. I read it somewhere, and I can't remember. It's less than a year.
Okay, well, that's better than I thought it was.
Maybe it's 4 months. It's somewhere between 3 and 9 months.
Okay, well,
they can get there.
Better than I thought it was going to be.
Assuming everything goes right.
There's a big assumption there.
GPS has got to get them. Sometimes I'll take them down a black hole, and now you're screwed.
Apple Maps can show you the way.
Yeah. So
go north.
Their long-term plan is to get a crew to Mars.
Well, interesting.
But late 30s. Now I can say the 30s.
Yeah. Is Elon behind all that?
This is NASA pushing it.
Oh, wow.
But I'm sure, they've asked Elon his opinion.
Yeah.
Sure. Why wouldn't they?
He's launching rockets like crazy.
That is unbelievable that we're going to go to Mars. I think that's awesome.
It is.
People probably said that about the moon. I was pretty certain they did.
We haven't colonized that thing yet.
We haven't. Well, nothing very pleasant there, is there?
Is there on Mars?
I don't know until we get there.
I have no
I don't
idea.
know what the Hubble probably shows it. All right, I digress.
That's all right. All right, boys.
I just have to share a little bit of knowledge that
it's all good. You're spilling the tea.
Yay!
Nick, you aren't here. We had this whole thing with Tim spilling the tea.
I spilled the tea.
He spilled the tea. What's the difference between a man in a tuxedo on a bicycle and a man in a suit on a unicycle? Attire.
That has a double meaning, Nick, just in case you want to know.
A-T-T-I-R.
Attire. Very good. Very good. That's a happy Monday send-off right there.
Ray sent me that one. Give credit where credit's due.
That a kid, Ray. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for chiming in. Glad to be back. We'll be back. God willing, all this crap is going to be behind us soon, Nick. I think it's just testing our patience a bit. But we hope to be back on time tomorrow. If not, just hang in there. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're trying.
No,
we're trying.
We are trying to be punctual. But we thank you for joining. If you, hit those buttons, and you know what to do, everybody. So just keep doing it. We're having a good time. We will be back tomorrow.